Not working. Can you hear me out there? Wow, this is a really bad connection. Hmm. I gotta go to my Google. What the fuck is wrong with this? Hello. I wish I could go through StreamYard, but they won't let me. Yeah. Wow, this is funny. So I missed you guys. Too Tall Rob. Hey, Too Tall. You lost a shed. Holy cow. Oh, so you almost your camping trailer almost got hit? You had a storm. Look at look at those emojis. Emojis. Yeah, I need to make. Hey, Matt. God, man. You know how badly I wanted to call for Adam today? I called a couple days ago. I videoed it with my old phone, and I listened. I had to pack my stuff. Um, there's a reason why my former roommate has schizophrenia and was addicted to methamphetamine, man. His parental units are extremely screwed up, man. And how I listened to Adam's. I listened to the recording Adam sent out. Rob, if you don't know, Adam Kokesh is in jail in Colorado in Sagache. Adam is an old friend of mine. I met him in 2007. I painted some artwork for, yeah. All right, I will call you tomorrow. Rob, Adam was in the Marines. He was in Fallujah in 2004. he's done a lot, and he's pissed off a lot of people, and he's done a lot of good. I think he's done a lot of good for freedom and veterans causes. He has something called Home Front Battle Buddies, which is like like a like an informal kind of ran by veterans. It's an organization ran by veterans to help veterans with the baggage and the pain and what it is to serve banks. He's amazingly intuitive and Too Tall Rob. You should definitely check him out. Yes, Adam versus the Man. I met him in 2007. There was I think it was May, or I think it was in May. It wasn't quite cold. It wasn't hot, but there was a silent auction to raise money for Iraq veterans against the war. And I had a couple of paintings, and I did this one painting that was it was a landscape of the monuments of Washington, D.C., and there was a fence in the foreground with this vulture with its talons on the fence, and the head was George Bush. And in the background, there was like Iraqi children crying, and it was, I think I made, $100 or something for it. They got $100 from that. But Adam's a really good guy. I spent time with him. I interviewed him at the IVAW house in 2008. I took my daughters there. And he gave us like this informal, it's on my channel, twice actually. The first time I was stupid and I put, yes, there you go. Alternative medical treatments to veterans that the VA doesn't offer. Thank you, Matt. Thank you. And there was one point when I was listening to his recording that I just broke down. I could hear in his voice, "Hey, Darlene." Matt Baxley, moderator. Too Tall Rob, moderator. Okay. Anyway, you guys have wrenches. You guys should have wrenches. All right. Enough of that. I could tell near the end when he was saying some particular thing. But the day that I did the silent auction with the artwork to raise money for IVAW, I'm glad, Darlene. It's good to see you. Woken, welcome to the chat, man. I'm talking about an activist veteran. He's a revolutionary, really. Oh, you're not killing my buzz. No, I wanted to come on. This is one of the things I wanted to talk about. The internet was killed by my roommate like late last month. He took out the router, and it was included with his rent. He took it out and sabotaged it. I had the Spectrum idiot come and try to fix it, and he didn't, But at any rate, I can use my laptop. Welcome to the show. I've been playing guitar for like almost 50 years. My connection to veterans causes is my father and my uncle were both in my uncle was in the Marines, and my father was a warrant officer in the United States Army, volunteered in 1965, right after I was born. And my father took his life in 1982, November 11th, 14th rather. But that afternoon, back in Who's an Ass? Who's an Ass? Who's an Ass? Woken. Just clarify who's an ass. A donkey. But anyway, it was a cookout at a friend's house, my drummer's girlfriend's house. And it was his house too. And there was a lot of people there, a lot of veterans, and Rick Burnley was there. I don't know if you know Rick Burnley, but he's a great songwriter and activist. There's a video I have on my channel about what he's talking about, how he uses the panopticon of Star Wars. Yeah, yeah, he's acute schizophrenia and meth. Now that is a recipe for. I mean, you couldn't think of a worse combo. And his parents are screwed up people, man. Anyway, I want to focus on this thing. I want to talk about this. We had a cookout and everything, and raise money for the veterans, Iraq veterans against the war. And we were talking, him and Jeff Gillard. He was in the Army. And we were talking, and Adam, I said to Adam, you should run for office. You really should, because humanity and the United States would benefit from your ideas. And I can tell that you mean what you say, whatever that is. Genuine article, a really honest, forthcoming, strong human. Yeah, he's in the bin. He's in the bin. His dad should be in alcohol detox. His dad is Danish, not a pastry, but he came from Denmark about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and he's a retired cruise ship captain. And this morning when he woke up, he had a beer at 8 o'clock in the morning, and he kept drinking all day. And we went to a couple apartment places that I was looking to rent an apartment. And one of the places, he went in there and he used the bathroom and he peed with the door open to the lobby. And I'm sitting there at the desk talking to the lady, trying to look real nice, and because I'm wearing ratty clothes, and I'm talking about my income at the restaurant and all this stuff, and we hear this urinating, and I'm like, I don't know that guy, and he was going to vouch for me. But anyway, I think, I don't want to brag, but I think I'm partly responsible for Adam taking a stand in a stance where I think he probably would have, but I really, because I talked to him about my father, and one of the things my father was instrumental, no pun intended, was saying, play guitar, don't ever join the service, don't even join the Coast Guard, don't join it, because they will. And it's a very big sacrifice. When you think about the sacrifice of being in a situation of harm's way, but also the sacrifice that's made because the betrayal is so deep. It is not something I can speak of. I can only speak as a veteran's son and had friends and a girlfriend who was a Marine. But I can only speak not from actually doing it, simply because my father knew that if I did it, that it would ruin my life. And he was very much correct. I mean, I'm not a conformist. Oh, that's really good. That's really funny. I'm going to let that through. That's really great, man. That's a great Tinder horror story, man. Someone should animate that. Anyway, so he never got to hear me play, my dad. My dad never got to hear me play. And every day I thank my father. My father did 2 tours in Southeast Asia. He was 1st Air Cavalry, WOC3, 1st Air Cavalry, 1965 to 1967, and he did two tours in Vietnam flying helicopters. When he came home the second time, he got involved in activism. He started getting together. I didn't really know. I was an infant. I was really young. I was born in '64. I was born before he left. And I do have vague remembrances of when we went down to Fort Bragg, I think it was. I'm not, my mom would know. At any rate, he flew a helicopter underneath the telephone lines, UH-1D. Anyway, I'm really proud of what my father did, despite him taking. I'm proud of him because he had the balls to tell me to not do it, and to not put my soul, my body into the meat grinder. And he used the term meat grinder, and he said, never trust them. That was a sentence I remember him saying, him holding my hand. I mean, he taught me how to fire his 1911 when I was 7. And he was really adamant about putting my finger on the trigger. He was like, don't you ever point that at somebody. Don't joke about it. Always point the weapon away from anybody, either upwards, downwards, but never point it at anybody. And never put your finger in the trigger well until you're ready to, quote unquote, kill something. And he said, that's what it's meant for. It's for killing and destruction. And when you pull that trigger, you can't take it back. I have the utmost respect for veterans from a perspective that we have to make their sacrifice count. Even though their sacrifice served banks and corporations, when we stand up for our rights, we make veterans' sacrifices mean something, because you are not turning your back on their sacrifice. You are putting yourself and you're standing up for what they fought for. Make it count, even though it was brutal. But when you do that, you're making something mean something, even though it was brutal and horrible. When you fight for your rights, when you stand for your rights, when you tell a cop that I'm going to video record you because you're a public official in a public place and you should be held accountable when you do this, or you're a public servant, okay. Yeah, my dad was in Iadrang Valley, 1965. 65. The movie We Were Soldiers depicts a battle that my father was actually in. In 1986, there was some documents that were declassified, and my father never talked about it. He never said anything, but he did speak strongly about me not being there, me not doing that. My father threw his medals in 1972. Winter Soldier. My dad knew Ron Kovic. He knew, who is that doctor that Robin Williams did a movie about, that wore the squeeze nose? It's a comedy. Well, it's a beautiful movie. Robin Williams. It was this doctor who was very unorthodox. He helped veterans and people. He was a good doctor. He was a great person. My dad spent time at his resort, which was called the Gesundheit Institute, which is the Marx Brothers. God damn it. I'm gonna pardon my French. I'm gonna have to look it up. Yes, Patch Adams. My dad was he was a nurse. Um, he was a volunteer firefighter, Dr. Patch Adams. I lost all the pictures, but I have them in my head. People, if you don't have photographs and paper and printed out copies, when this stuff goes away in the ether of ones and zeros, it's all going to be gone. And photo albums will mean something again. Um, I just feel like talking. There's really no, and if you want to leave, that's okay. I just need to. I've been through a lot the past couple days. I was shown the door by the police after I called them 2 days ago, and then Mr. X's father took me back there that night because we couldn't find a place for me to go, and I stayed there 2 more days. I spent 2 more days with this cat. I don't know where this cat came from, but right when the stuff started to get really bad, it was like a month ago, and this cat just came right to me. God said, here is, and I don't have combat related post-traumatic stress disorder. I have some really bad stuff that's happened to me, and I'm having a hard time explaining myself, but there is nothing better than when you are feeling that the world is a shithole and you have this cat that looks at you. It just makes you feel like your life is all right. There could be, it's like, there's nothing I can explain to you how beneficial that cat is or was to me. I left food out for her, and I know she has a place to go. I don't think her owners take really good care of her, but she's well fed. Matt, thank you. This cat came to me when I called her every time. I would come home after work, at 11:30, and I would look out the door and go, I would say, Flurry, Flurry, and within a minute, she would come, and I changed her water twice a day. I got her the best food I could, and see, Darlene, you're smart to have a lot of photographs, like actual paper photographs. Yeah. So tonight, Mr. X's father left. He was drunk, man. He had been drinking. He had his first beer at 8 o'clock in the morning, 0800, and just throwing him down. Budweiser. He's Danish, and he's drinking, and it's so fucking crazy. I mean, so he comes back after an afternoon of drinking, and he's like, I don't care, Daryl, you need to leave the apartment, da 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 da. My first name's Daryl, okay? The cat's out of the bag, My name's Daryl. You want to call me Daryl? That's great. Just don't call me late for dinner. So then his mother starts texting me. And I've got my clothes, I've got everything packed, and I made another goodbye video to my cat. It's in black and white, though, because color is just too normal. And I'll post that. JJ, I'm glad to see you. Crafty Cat, I like your little animations on your face there, the little bunny nose and the ears. Um, oh, Show Me Baby did a great stream last night. See, Show Me Baby needs to hook up with Adam Kokesh. Those are two people that would be definitely very valuable assets together, along with everybody, Joey, everybody at that compound, everybody that that Adam works with. He needs. I just cannot say strongly enough that Show Me Baby, Matt Short, and Adam Kokesh should just have a conversation. And let me tell you something. Those two dudes would be like this, just like any of the other people that help out with Adam's show. Adam Kokesh, I mean, you know, he would help our country. I mean, he would take care of business, you know, and that's not something that the establishment wants, man. I'm glad to see everyone has a wrench. That's a good thing. So, you know, now if somebody comes in and they start calling me something, just you can attack me too if you want. I can handle it. Hey, it's all right, Too Tall. I'm really glad. I know that you were in the service, and I appreciate you listening to me, man. Welcome home, Too Tall Rob. Welcome home. Oh shit! Big tree limb fell right between my dog kennel and the camping trailer, and my John Deere lawnmower. Perfect land. Oh man! Whoa, my God! Yeah, his channel is the Show Me Baby, BBY. Hold on. I mean, just from I mean, the two of them. I mean, and Matt is not. He's not a. He is. You just have to go and look at his latest live stream. You know, go. Well, I got tabs here. I'm not on my phone. I'm not limited by my phone. I can look up the Show Me Baby and put a link to his channel. What the heck is wrong with me, dude? He's one of the channels that I show on. If you go to my channel, there's a section that says channels worth your time. And these are channels that I energetically support and that I would send money to if I could. Let's see. He's in worth your time section, along with Poor Dirt Farmer, Joe Satriani, Truth Stream Media, James Freeman, Disrupt, Chloe Winkworth is an Australian guitar player, badass. Adam Kokesh, Steve Cutts, Nexpo, Virgil Donati, the drummer, Aqua Chigger, Garand Thumb, Institute for Justice, The Proper People, Blind Justice, and Poor Dirt Farmer. Now, where's Adam? Hold on, the Show Me Baby. Okay. Let me use a different tab. How you guys doing? Tornado, yes. Too tall. My God. My God, Too Tall. What are you going to do, man? Yeah, Florida gets our share of them. I guess it's dark there. I don't know what that is, man. I have no idea what the Taco Bell Slurpee thing is. All right, here's the Show Me Baby's link. That's his channel. Check him out. You know, it's interesting because on my channel, when I started my channel in April 2007, I sat there for about 10 minutes thinking, what should I call my channel? And I thought about what I was going to do on my channel. And then I thought, well, I should just use a variation of my name. because I want it to be me. I want it to be who I am. I didn't. I thought if that's everybody's taken, I should just be myself, right? I mean, I can be comedic. That way, I have variations. I can divert. With a name like that, I can do anything I want. You know, a lot of channels have in their channel name they have what they do, like abandoned so and so or cop watch or something. And I'm not knocking that, but for me, I knew that there was not going to be a category that I would be able to fit in. You know, the round peg that doesn't fit in the square peg. You know, that's what I am. So I figured I'm just going to use a variation of my name. Taco Bell Slurpee Challenge. Okay, all right. And man, I'm going to need to run out and get something to eat. Man, my stomach is sucking up against my spine. Now I'm on my. I'm trying to get. I got 2 days here. I've got 2 days at this motel. I've stayed here before, and they gave me the cheapest rate possible. I got to work tomorrow night. I don't think I have any food. I don't have anything to eat here. So I spent the last of my money on this motel. It's raining really hard in Cocoa Beach. I'll look for that. Taco Bell Slurpee Challenge. Let me grab that and put it in the chat so I remember, because if I do that, hopefully I'll I'm gonna have to stop in like 20 minutes or something and go get something to throw down my stomach. So I got all my stuff together and I called this old friend of mine. I had a fight with him. We knew each other in the early 90s. I did telephone fundraiser work for paralyzed veterans in Tampa. And we sold trash bags, American flags, first aid kits, you know, for a donation. DC is live? Okay. Tell him that I'll try to get over there, okay? Too Tall, thank you. You take care. Thank you. So, can you believe I got a motel room with smoking? I want to quit, but not today. Us addicts, we always make an excuse. You know the guy in Airplane where he says, I picked a bad day to quit sniffing glue. Oh, I picked a bad day to quit smoking. Anyway, I've got to figure out on my Google how to unblock Porter Farmer. That really pisses me off. You know, I've been smoking for 20 years and my lung feels great. Richard Pryor. Let me see if I can fucking find my Google. You know, I used to have on my tab, I used to have a tab to my Google blocked users. And really, you know, the only reason that is because of the horrid crap. I mentioned today in a live stream when a lot of the abuse that I got in 2007 and 2008, dealing with my stepdaughters. That's when I started utilizing it. You know, and I didn't want my stepdaughters to see something like, hey, how come that little bitch ain't got titties? You don't say that to somebody's kid. You don't say that to somebody. Now in person, they would have said nothing. one of the things I want to perfect is when I get angry is to start to speak softer and softer. I want to be in control of my voice. Um, so yeah, I've got 2 days here at this motel, and today and tomorrow. So Friday morning, I've got to come up with at least one more day. I get paid next Wednesday, and I've got to look for a place to live. Um, Cocoa Beach is not a place to be homeless, people. They in April, early April, I was sleeping at First Light, which is that's what the people call it here. It's right. It's the barrier. It's right the line between Satellite Beach and Cocoa Beach. And there's a park there with beach access, and there's picnic tables. And I had been sleeping in the dunes, which is against the law because of the sea oats and the turtles, depending on the season. And the fire ants got me, and so I chose to sleep on a picnic table, and the Cocoa Beach police showed up. And they trespassed me from the beach, from the park, from that place. Yeah, when you lower your voice, I'm just, uh, hello? Yes, how you doing? I got situated for 48 hours or less than 48 hours, and I'm not sure what I'm going to do past that. But I gotta take care of the 6 feet in front of my. I gotta take care of my corner and the 6 feet in front of me. Go to work. You know, Friday at 11. I gotta. By then, I gotta get something else together for at least because I get paid next Wednesday. So I have no place to go. So I'm. Uh, I don't want to bother you with my problems. You called me. All right. Well, I know you have, but yeah, I can't.